Genealogy and Local History Room. My name is Tonya Hensley. I'm the historian genealogist for the Lexington Public Library system, and we're here today to show you what kind of resources the Genealogy and Local History Room has to offer. So let's get started. Okay, one of our most popular and well-used collections is our surname files. And these are donations from researchers over the years. And we have over 1,000 different surnames in our Davidson County surname files. The most that we have are Leonards. We have 11 files of Leonards, but these are organized by alphabet, and we'll just show an example of one. Let's pick Charles. You notice that they do have barcodes on them. We are in the process of barcoding these into the Davidson County Public Library's online catalog, so you'll be able to search from home. So we provide an inventory of what's in each folder, and as you can see, there's different papers. There's a DAR application. We have family group sheets and other bits of information that may be helpful in your research. We also have, moving on, our different family collections. And these are collections that people, researchers, friends of the room, have either willed to us or their family has donated to us. So we have the Mary Jo Schoaf collection. And these are in the process of being inventoried as well. And Mary Jo Schoaf, of course, was the first president of the Genealogical Society of Davidson County. Over on the end, we have the Fritz collection, which also have a number of different files in them, other than Fritz. So you just never know what's in there. Moving over here, we have the Craver collection, the Shirley Harrison Terrell collection, and our Virginia Young collection. This is the collection that I'm working on, going through and copying things and making inventories. We also scan these into our cloud service, so we have backups if anything ever goes missing physically. We also have over 1,000 maps. Davidson County, North Carolina, we have world maps. And over here are two examples that might help you with your genealogy research. We have the 1890 Davidson County map that has an outline of both of Lexington city limits at the time and Thomasville, with the different townships. There are some different businesses and churches that are on this one. Then moving over to the 1910, we have a more detailed map, and this lists some of the families. So we have the Jersey section. We have, that's my family, C.C. Musgrave, from the Cotton Grove section. So you can see, hopefully, some of your family members and where they were located in 1910 in Davidson County. We also have these for sale here in the genealogy room if you're interested in purchasing a copy. So moving on, we're going to get into our shelves. We have our family history collection. These are published works on the different families that have a tie maybe to Davidson County. So we have the Boones, the Becks, which are some of my ancestors. We have Leonards, like I said, Hedricks, and many more. And they are alphabetized by the name, the topical name. Then we also have our Civil War collection. We have both Union and Confederate troops, their rosters, and many other resources in our Civil War collection. And then moving on, This collection is I've been trying to expand to make more room. This is our local history files. So this has a collection mostly of newspapers, but other documents of churches, businesses, schools, events, anything controversial. We have the Buffalo Bill train wreck that happened, the Annie Oakley train wreck, that's always popular. We also have the barbecue festival, documented over the years, the different businesses. And we do have some local biographies as well, but that's just a smaller collection. We do have some North Carolina, but very small. But we have information on the state fair, the railroads, and other counties that have a tie to Davidson County, like Randolph and Rowan. In this collection, these are our archives, so these are our very old books that we have are rare. This case was donated or purchased with funds from the Genealogical Society, and we have a lot of different things in here. We have the some that are from local North Carolina writers or Davidson County writers. We do have some of the papers from different generals in the Civil War. We also have some local cookbooks and that type thing. So these are the ones that stay under lock and key. Over on the other side, we have our Richard Walser collection. We have his family papers and his writings. And Richard Walser was from Davidson County, and he was an author and an editor. And so we have a collection of his books as well as his papers. And anyone can come in here and read through his papers. But one of the most important collections that we have are the Henry Reeves files. And Henry Reeves, of course, was a member of the society. He was also, he donated a lot of his efforts to collecting the histories of Davidson County. And this is the collection that started a lot of what we have here. A lot of the information that people used for their research that they donated to the surname files originated from Henry Reeves. So he's also kept under lock and key. So going into the shelves, we have international, so we have the Mayflower descendants and resources on the Mayflower. We have our United States information, as well as the different states. So states that may have, we may have ties from our family in Davidson County, like Pennsylvania, Virginia. So we have a really good selection of different resources from those states. A lot of this stuff cannot be found on the internet as easily, so we have it here, so you'll need to come visit. And then we move into our North Carolina section, and we have the North Carolina Historical Review. And these are scholarly journal articles on different topics, a wide range. You might have Constitution, the railroad, school, and other histories. I've looked at church histories in here. And we have them dating back and into the 1920s is, I believe, when they started, from what I understand. And we have them some of them bound. We do have a master index, which will help you with your search. But these are fun to look at, especially if you love history and North Carolina history and want to learn more. You do need to come and look at our historical reviews. So then, after North Carolina, I try to have information on every county in North Carolina, so that's 100 counties. And then we move over to Davidson County. Of course, we have more on Davidson County than any other county. We have our old city directories, both Lexington and Thomasville. We have our church histories, and then our annuals, our yearbooks. This is very popular. I always have questions about our yearbooks. And we have most every school. Central. I know we have Lexington, I want to say back to 1924. And we take donations. If anyone's looking to get rid of annuals, yearbooks, we have those. And then we move into some of our resources that were provided by the Genealogical Society. We have our marriage records. We have our some of our will abstracts, the court records. Let's see, our cemetery records, which are one of our most popular. So we do have a lot of resources on Davidson County. So, as most of you know, I hope, Davidson County was formed in 1822, so we're getting ready to celebrate our 200th birthday. And we came from Rowan County. So, if you think this is the Yadkin River, we are on one side, Davidson, and on the other side of the Yadkin River is Rowan County. So we have a lot of good information about Rowan County as well. We have the marriages, we have the deeds and the tax lists, cemeteries. So a good bit of information about Rowan County. And then the counties are organized by alphabet by county. And then we hit some other states. We have South Carolina. And it wraps around, and we have most every state, at least a little bit of information. And then we have some special collections. We have our African American collection, which has a lot of the resources that will help African Americans in their search for their family roots. We have Native American as well as our scrapbooks. We have these, a lot of these have been donated. These here, which I really like, are from the 1940s. This is 1944. So this documents all of World War II. So, and I think they're pretty. They're very delicate though. So we have to be careful with those. And then also in our stacks, we have the Snellings collection. This collection is from Hattie Snellings, and we're in the process of indexing this. We have a volunteer that indexes the collection. We do not like to put things like this on the shelf until they are indexed to make it easier for you to access. We have biographies. We have our Daniel Boone, which is always popular. And we have our Benjamin Merrill. He's the regulator. And he is, we have his information as well. We have some local authors that are fiction writers. I like to keep track of those. You just never know when someone wants to come and read what one of our local citizens has written. And then over here we have a selection. These are our new items. And I like to highlight these for a little while before we move them into the regular shelf. So we do have, this is from Moore County, the families of Moore County. And these were donated by the author. And we just have a variety of information. We have, this one is on German genealogy guide. So all of us that have German ancestors, that might be a resource for you to look at. But we also, even though we love our books and our printed materials, we do have some resources that are online, and we'll show you those. We have microfilm readers. We have 3 microfilm readers. We have the old one that hopefully everybody recognizes. We still have it right now. And we also have 2 newer digital microfilm readers, and they give you the ability to save and to adjust the print and that type thing, where this one does not. So we do have our dispatch back to the 1880s on microfilm. We also have our earliest newspaper, the Lexington and Yadkin Flag from 1855, the Davidson County News from 1897, North State, the Herald, and other miscellaneous newspapers. These are also cataloged, so you can go on to the Lexington Library's library catalog and type in dispatch, and it'll show you the date. And one of our volunteers graciously has done that cataloging. The dispatch is not available to access the entire dispatch full text. So if you are unsure of a date, unless you have a specific date, it is really hard to find the information. However, the Great Genealogical Society, which we here in the genealogy room are very grateful for this project, is they went back through and looked up to index the entire obituary collection from 1889. We have it up until just a few weeks ago. So when somebody dies, we can look them up by name and know which edition of the dispatch their obituary can be found. So that has really saved time for me and any researcher. It's here for you as well to access. So that's one of our most used resources. We also have loose papers, estate papers on microfilm, some various church records. We have the Board of County Commissioner minutes from around 1870s up until, I believe it's like 1988, 1987. We have other things that we have taken and transcribed for you. If you've ever tried to transcribe microfilm, you will appreciate the efforts, and it's of the Genealogical Society that has provided this for us. So here's our newest microfilm reader. They are in the process of being updated, or I would demonstrate them for you, but we are waiting. I have an appointment with our IT person to come and do that. This is the new one. This was provided in the funding from the Board of Commissioners last year. And this one, it has a better camera than the other one. And it does give you the ability to plug in your thumb drive, save your searches. So you save paper and you save money, because to print these things does cost. But if you can just save it to your thumb drive, it's saving you money. But we also have electronic resources, and I'm going to show you a couple of those. So we're going to conduct a Google search. So we're going to search for the Davidson County Public Library. We'll do it from scratch, even though I have it bookmarked. And we want to always say Lexington, because you might end up in Tennessee. So we're going to select the library. And this takes you to the Davidson County Library homepage. And as you can see, we have choices here. Genealogy and Local History Room. And you click there. And you can scroll down. You can access some of our digital genealogy resources. You can, if you have a library card, you can access these from home. But the one resource that I do want to show you is this over here. It says Genealogy and Local History Room. And this is under the Genealogy and Local History Room tab. So if you click here, this is a web page within a web page. So this is the web page that I am in charge of the content. The main page has certain parameters that we have to stay within. So this gives us a little bit more freedom. So you can email me. It has my contacts, the hours, calendar of events, some of the things that the genealogy room is looking for. We are looking for family Bible records, because we're wanting to maybe publish another collection. Stories of your family history. Let's see, if you scroll down a little bit more, you can access our card catalog. And that's just on the home page. We have a collections tab. So when we were talking earlier about the surnames, if you're at home and you want to know, okay, what surnames do we have? You can scroll down here to the PDF. You can click on that, and it's a alphabetical list of the surname files that we have. And right now there's 20 pages. All of our collections, our family histories, there's a collection there. We have our local history. Two of the most important are the obituaries. So those index books that we were showing a while ago when we talked about providing searching for in the dispatch, we have those. 1888, 1950, years 2001 to 2005. So we have the name, the date of death, the publication date. On some of these, especially the earlier years, we do provide the page number because sometimes they were kind of scattered around. So let me show you that one. And that just helps in your search. So you can search this at home. You can, right now, since we're not able to access the room at the moment, you can call me or email me and we can see if we can get you a copy of those. The other collections, the Mary Jo Shove collection, that's some of these are in process of being put together in finished collection form. So they are, some of these aren't available at the moment. And one of the other really important resources is the Davidson County Court of Common Pleas and Quarter Sessions. And this was transcribed by our own Dewey Snyder. It's 6 volumes. And we have an index for every volume. So you would know which index you wanted to access. So this is 1861 to 1868. And it's just alphabetical list and the page numbers. So that can help you with your search. And then going back to, I don't want to point these out. Right now the programs tab is a little out of date just because of our being in flux. We do provide volunteer opportunities. That's when I'm not here, we have volunteers that fill in. So if you're interested in that, you can print out an application. We would love to have you. We do provide the ability to, if you want to memorialize someone with a book or honor someone, we do accept, we do provide that service as well. One-on-one book a genealogist, that's me. So you can sign up for a 1-hour appointment, one-on-one with me. And that's sort of what we're doing right now, is providing one-on-one service, make an appointment, and to get access to the room at the moment. Genealogical Society of Davidson County, we have a tab for the society, and we also have a tab for the museum. It's because we are a sister organization to the Davidson County Historical Museum. So if you want some information about our museum, you can access the page here. So that is the one resource that we have that you can access from home that will give you a look about what is in our collection before you come. Because if you're planning a trip, you want to spend as little time here as possible, because you'll probably want to go out to some of the churches and some of the areas in the county where your family lives. So you don't want to spend all your time here with me. Although I would like you to stay and visit. I do know how that is, so you want to get out into those cemeteries. And lastly, we can't end without mentioning our society, the Genealogical Society of Davidson County. We are celebrating our 40th year this year. So on the 10th of November, 1980, the society was organized, and they first met at the Reich Auditorium at the community college. So now we meet in various locations. We were supposed to meet here, but things happened that we are meeting virtually. The first publication was the Heritage book. This is out of print. The material found in both resources and furniture were donated by the Genealogical Society. So all of our furniture, most of it, the older things. We do have the Searching the Past. These are the people that put together, some of the people that put together the cemetery books, where it wasn't computerized. So they went out and mapped and plotted and recorded by hand and walked these cemeteries. Our newest publication is the Black Marriage Records of Davidson County, 1866 to 1938. And we just published that last year. So we're really excited about that volume. We have Ruth Stoner, one of our historians and major contributors to the Society and the Genealogy Room. And some of our memorabilia that we have here at the Genealogy Room. So, I want to thank you. I hope you learned a lot about what we have to offer. Please call or come by or email me. And if there's something here that you saw that you want to know more about. And on behalf of the Lexington Public Library, I want to thank you for all that you've done over the years to grow the genealogy and local history room, because without you and your efforts,